You've heard of the Widowmaker. Perhaps this base should be called the 49 Maker. Greetings, my clashing friends, and thank you so much for checking out Clash of Clans Attacks, where today, yes, we're discussing a new base, one of the most successful Town Hall 10 base designs I have seen in a long time, with an incredible string of 49% defensive victories against all sorts of different attacks. And the first attack, yes, coming from the air, we've got Lava Hounds, Balloons, Minions, and a couple of Dragons going after Arya from LP Seppuku. Now, we are starting to see this base design more and more frequently. 9 enclosures. You'll notice the Infernos are in separate enclosures from each other and from the Town Hall. Looks like it's working out okay, but then you'll notice the second free spell is used on the Queen and the Queen only, and that is going to allow that first near Inferno Tower to unfreeze and go to work. And this is a bad sign. Any air attack where the first air phase goes down and you still see both Inferno Towers and at least 2 of the Expos is not a good sign for the rest of this attack. As you can see, the Lava Hound out on the prowl, the Queen still at full health despite the fact that she was frozen earlier in the raid, 30% damage, and now it is going to be a tall order for these heroes to try to grab 20% damage, just a few extra units, and the Lava Hound is going to have to be dealt with sooner or later. And Huckleberry Pie choosing not to drop anything but the King right now, perhaps seeing how far that King can get and then adjusting strategy from there. So there goes the Iron Fist, the Lava Hound still in pursuit, 37% damage. It looks like the King should get right to just around 40, maybe one more structure. Not quite going to happen, no, and 40%, and now it's just the Queen and a few extra units, and now it looks like Huckleberry Pie has chosen to try to deal with that Lava Hound, maybe pulling it out here away from all the other defenses. You've got to get it out of range of those 2 Expos, though. Luckily, they are set to air and ground, shortening their range. Now the Lava Hound out to the very edge, and Huckleberry's got some minions, so that should be relatively effective in dealing with the Lava Hound. It's going to be a close call, though, to get rid of all of the Lava Pups as well. The Queen needs to get 10% damage, and there she comes on the far right while the Lava Hound is occupied. He's dropped her off on the right, 42% damage. She's already down and had to use her Royal Cloak, and that is another bad sign. 46%, now she's on that corner. How many more structures will she get through before she heads to a wall? Into the red, around the corner, 47%. Going to get the barracks for 48, the other barracks for 49. Not quite. The Queen is down, the remaining minions on the barracks for 49, but that is as far as they can get. Wall breaker attempt at the last second to try to get one more structure. Doesn't happen, and Arya is going to walk away 36 trophies richer. That is a huge gain in Titan 2 on defense. Now moving right along to the next defensive replay, it goes wrong right away as those first earthquake spells are placed just a fraction of an inch too close to the inside. They fail to get down the second layer of level 11 walls, and that is going to spell trouble as this attacker has no jump spells and just a handful of wall breakers, and most of those were used on that outer layer of walls. Now the Golems, P.E.K.K.A.s, Heroes, Wizards, everybody moving into this enclosure. The last 2 wall breakers are going to come in, but they are going to get burned up by that Inferno Tower. There goes a freeze spell, but here comes the big stall as they are going to be stuck working on separate sections of this wall, and that is going to turn the tide in this battle. Here comes a rage spell to try to help things out. The second freeze spell is down, but those units nowhere near the Town Hall yet. A Lava Hound emerges from the defensive clan castle and one from the attacking clan castle. Now, I don't know what that was, if this attacker was either so confident he thought he wouldn't need the clan castle or accidentally stalked it with the wrong troops. Either way, a Lava Hound and a balloon not going to do much to help out things during a ground attack. And now, as the last of the units on the right-hand side fall, the Queen is going to have her hands full on the left. She's got 1 low-health golem to protect her, a few wizards out on the very left edge of the screen, Lava Pups slowing her down, costing her health and time. And while it may have looked like this attacker had no chance at 50%, she is going to quickly burn through some buildings here with the help of her Royal Cloak. There it is, 45%. Going to get the Archer Tower down for 46, the Air Sweeper for 47. It's going to be close. She works on a Tesla, 49%. One more shot on the Wizard Tower, and the last units fall. with the Queen's arrow in the air. The Queen falls, the attack ends, and Arya collects another impossibly close 49% win and 14 more trophies. Now we're going to move right into the third attack, and we've seen ground, we've seen air, and now we're going to see another air attack, but it's mass dragons. The balloons going after that second air defense. We had lightning spells on the first air defense, but the balloons do not succeed in getting the second air defense down. The Queen gets in the way, as do other defenses, and now we've got a huge herd, pack, group, flock, something of level 5 dragons moving in. The defensive lava hound down again. And look at those lava pups distract all of those dragons, slowing things down. A poison spell trying to help things out. But again, 29-30% damage, and the last of the units closing in towards that town hall. The bane of a level 5 dragon's existence, a single target inferno, burning them down one by one. And now we are at 31% damage as the last dragon falls. It looks like the attacker saved one more dragon along with the heroes, but again, a tall order, 29% short, dropping the king and the queen this time. One dragon in reserve. It looks like maybe the attacker's waiting for the queen to get that archer tower and air defense out of the way. The king finally gets through the wall. The queen is going to follow him through the entry. 35% damage though, and you'll see there's only about 7 structures in this enclosure. The queen finally takes out that second air defense. There goes the Iron Fist. The queen stalled on that big elixir storage. 41% damage, 43, a couple more structures. All the barbarians down to a giant bomb. The barbarian king falls as well, 45%. The archer queen's going to get down a couple of more structures, 46, 47, but now she is stalled on those skeletons. Moving on, another skeleton trap pops, and there goes the archer queen. 47% damage and one level 5 dragon left. This is a tough call, a tough job for that dragon to grab 3 structures when you've got archer towers in every possible direction, and the air sweeper, that's going to make matters worse, pushing it back as it tries to get those structures out of the way. One down, moving on to the barracks, and that will be 49. The archer tower working away. Not quite within range of the wizard tower yet, but that air sweeper certainly not helping as the dragon takes a little bit longer. It does get the barracks down for 49, but it doesn't look good. The second archer tower has gone to work, and that is going to be the end of this dragon, the end of this raid, and the end of 18 trophies for this attacker. Arya with 3 defensive wins at 49% in a row. But wait, there's more. Yes, a 4th consecutive win, 43% stoppage. All of these wins coming at Titan League against players between 4,200 and 4,800 trophies. The best consecutive win streak I've seen since Marauder's 4 wins in a row with his V base. But if you can beat 4 in a row in Titan League and you're willing to share those replays, I would love to make a video about it. Please let me know. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. Things may sound a little bit different right now because I'm recording these videos on the road from my hotel room during the Nordic tour. But as always, I will see you guys again tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon, when do I get to go sightseeing? Galadon, Galadon, room service, room service.